He's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And the 0-1. On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick, and the glove might have taken his eye off it a little early. But regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Here's Mookie to hit. Little chopper rolls foul. Ohtani on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. There's a strike.
0-1.
Man at first, one away.
Oh.
Foul ball there. Righty delivers. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped up. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now.
Batting fourth,
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Freddie Freeman.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Ohtani around second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that's outside.
1-0.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. And now two aboard. Hey. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Here's Max Muncy. And that one fouled off. Up the middle, and that chance handled in there safely.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ground ball right side. Wilson in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back now at Progressive Field. And on the hill in this one, Dustin May.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
May fires, and that's in the dirt. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Jose Ramirez. And that is out of play. Fouled off to the right. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, still 0-2. May comes set. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a foul, out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Kwan on third. Ramirez over at first with 1 away. Oh, look at the stop. Tags the runner for 1. There's Lane Thomas now. And that's in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
The 1-1. That clips the corner. And that one in the air center field. Pajes in and to his right. Makes the grab. And that'll do it. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. All tied 1-1. New inning getting started. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Michael Conforto.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finish edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the catch and there's 1 gone. And here is Haesung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Check swing, called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard hit right side. Whips it to first. And they get Ohtani for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Daniel Schneemann. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Just missed.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Not close with that one, and that's ball two. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Runner at second, nobody out. Hit on the ground to short. He gets there with the slide. The throw, nicely done for the out.
Batting eight, center fielder.
A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
Angel Martinez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fouled off left side. One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Will Wilson. There's a strike. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Runner at second, 2 down. Oh, that hit him. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Guardians take the lead, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-1. So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Two outs, and it's fouled away. May delivers. Hit in the air, left field. Pajes on the move. Reaching down, makes the catch. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We play on to the third inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mookie Betts. Williams back to work. Grips one to right, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 1 strike.
Line drive. Throw not in time at second to double them off. Great hustle to get back.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Hernandez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Man at second. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Around from second is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Everything came together for him. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Max Muncy. Reached on an infield single his first time. This one in the air. Ramirez. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Naylor in his second season, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Fouled off. He was late. And a foul ball.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And this game is still tied at 2-2. As we go to the top of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Manzardo puts it away for the out. And there's one away. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Go ahead run on base. Kim getting ready to hit. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Conforto at first, one gone. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kwan in position, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. This one popped up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, nabs it, 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, shohei ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one. And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Naylor makes the play, and that is that. So one hit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Lane Thomas. Late swing fouled off.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Stays alive.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that back through the zone.
And now the right fielder, Daniel Schneemann. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. On the ground right side, Freeman. And he handles it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Arias in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Angel Martinez. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one fouled off. And now the count is even. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's the second baseman, Will Wilson. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. And that is the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Mookie Betts will get us started. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. No throw. He's safe at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Popped in the air. Left field. And there's one down. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Fought off foul. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Martinez under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers 2. Back here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Stephen Kwan.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez ranging after it. Can't make the catch as it falls into the gap. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Naylor stands in now and watches strike 1.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone. And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Ramirez in the box again, takes a strike. And that misses. And the count even 1-1.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
The count 2-1. And a foul ball. Kwan, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Ripped to third and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Now here is Kyle Manzardo. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive. And it stays fair. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. Knee high, that's in for a strike. 2 on, 2 outs. That one found hard the other way. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. Here in Cleveland, here's the catcher, Will Smith. Williams back to work. Short hop liner, handled it short. Gets the catcher by a step. Here's Muncy to hit. 1 for 2.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
And he pumps it a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's a little bit low.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the catch for the out.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Here comes the manager out of the... Luis Ortiz on to pitch here.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. So a man at first. And here is Michael Conforto. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. A strong showing. Back now at Progressive Field. Now it's the right fielder, Daniel Schneemann. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Laser could be trouble. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Gabriel Arias, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. No outs. Runner on second. Foul ball there. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 4-2.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not. But off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Arias, the lead runner out at second. Martinez at first with no outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Back up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and they lead by 3.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And there's a foul ball. It appears Dave Roberts.
Number 78. Ben.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That's a ball. 1-2.
No outs. Runners at first and second. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Bo Naylor at the plate now. First offering misses badly for ball 1. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. And that is cut on and missed.
1 ball,
and
1
that's
strike.
strike 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one popped up. Muncy makes the grab, one down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Ramirez, the next to hit, takes ball one. Second and third, one away. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And he swings through that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
One down, runners at second and third. This one lifted in the air, left field, brings it in. Runner tagging from third. The relay throw, not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 7-2.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at bats out of this team right now.
Manzardo in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Next offering is fouled back. Man on second, two down. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hernandez makes the grab, and that is that. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Swings through that one for strike one. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 in this one. Cut on and lifted in the air. It falls in, and that's a knock. One down. Here's Mookie now. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Ramirez pulls it down, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and now the DH, Lane Thomas. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And now Daniel Schneemann. First pitch, and he just misses. Thomas gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that's in for a strike. And the count even at 1. On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. On to Freddie. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, bases empty. Gabriel Arias will hit next. Fastball for a strike at 95.
1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. He'll touch them all. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to the lead. It's 8-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
Martinez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Got him swinging. Guardians tack on another with this home run. It's now 8-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
No ball. 2 strike.
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep. And then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. And now Will Smith sneaks through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Now batting, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
2 on with 1 out. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 1 for 3. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that,
they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The Dodgers threatening. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Martinez sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. This one pretty well decided. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman. Will. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
That's in there. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next offering down in the dirt. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Tipped into the mid, strike 3.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Kwan stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground to short, bats up with it. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Chop to third. Throw on to Freeman. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Guardians fail to score. They lead at 8-2. Cade Smith into the game.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now, Hesung Kim.
Second baseman, Hesung Kim.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Smith is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Here's Mookie now. Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians take this one in a blowout.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John.